good foundation game for niggas, man, and bitches too that's listening. Dispiteous means cruel. You know what I'm saying? Just save you from Googling that so you can find out what that means, but that's cruel. So this is the cruel manifesto. We're going to talk about cruelty and the benefits of cruelty. You know what I mean? Used well. Cruelty used well. Now, I first heard that term right there in one of my most favorite books that I be reading all the time. Sometimes I just flip through it just because, man, The Prince by Machiavelli, Niccolo Machiavelli, the one that lived 500 years ago, the one that Tupac took his name and he called himself that. But I'm talking about the real one that lived 500 years ago, that wrote a lot of books on game that's still valid for right now. And one of them sections in that book, The Prince, he talked about cruelty being used well. And it tripped me out when I first seen that. I'm like, how could you be a cruel motherfucker and use it well? And he lay out some good examples, man. And I'm going to tell you right now some examples from this perspective, because with regard to dealing with bitches, period, in relationship, just period, you got to be able to be a cruel motherfucker for it to be good. I'm telling you, man, you got to know how to be a cruel motherfucker. But it's cruelty used well. It's like the kiss kick ritual theory. Or the kick kiss. You know what I mean? You kick a motherfucking ass and then kiss them. You know what I mean? It's an art form, man, and I think it breeds the most strongest attachments, man. It just breeds the strongest attachments, man. I think it's some bitches out there that, man, they try to pull that up out of you, man. They on a subconscious level do shit that forces you to either be cool, be a cool motherfucker to that bitch, or you can't do it and you might as well move on, different relationship, because you can't even be with the bitch because she gonna keep doing things on a subconscious level to bring that cruelty out of you. And if you don't respond to that, then you're not entering the kiss kick ritual with the bitch, which is real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. You know? So, cruelty used well. Now, it's hard for me to explain a lot of these concepts to motherfuckers without really just giving the motherfuckers good visuals. So I'm gonna tell a story. Just a rough sketch of some shit that I did, and I wrote about this in my blog too. So this, you know. But anyway, cruelty used well. I remember, man, one of my bitches came through to visit me. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening we had together. I believe we had wonderful dinners, kicked it back, relaxed, blew big kush. Oh, it was just a great night, man. You know, and naturally that led it off into the lubricities ensuing. And right before we began the session, I inquired, was she on her period and whatnot. And she was like, well, I'm not on my period yet, but it's coming, but I'm not on it. It's all good and whatnot. We could go through with this. Now, I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers out there, man, it's like, I don't give a fuck about fucking a bitch on her period, man, but I don't like doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of reasons. And I'm gonna continue. Needless to say, the lubricities jumped off, and once I realized that I looked in the bed and and this bitch just started spotting and flowing and whatnot, and she done contaminated my beautiful king size mattress in my motherfucking bedroom. Got motherfucking period blood on the motherfucker. So of course, you know, I informed this bitch like, look, you know, you got motherfucking period blood on my motherfucking mattress. And she, you know, all upset, whoop-de-whoop, whatnot. And I'm like, that it's whatever. You know, I cannot sleep on a mattress with period blood on it. It's bad luck. You know, I can't sleep on that. You need to do something about it. And needless to say, I made that bitch go buy me a brand new king size mattress and replace that there. Because, you know, I can't be sleeping on no motherfucking period blood mattress. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that was some cruel shit to make a bitch go. Just some little shit, seemingly little shit to some of y'all motherfuckers out there listening. But to me, that was some important shit. Now, what did that do? Hey, that bitch had a whole new respect for me after that. No matter what, I noticed. And I got a motherfucking new mattress in my shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, regardless. You feel me? Now, that's just like an example. I mean, you have a lot of scenarios where you dealing with a female and you know, and she knows she wrong, man. She knows she wrong, and you gotta hold a bitch to that wrongness, man. You gotta have the courage to be cruel to that bitch sometimes, and that'll foster a respect, cause the bitch will realize like, okay, I can't fuck with this nigga like that. You feel me? And that's good. Even if you're not trying to manage a whole bunch of bitches, even if you're not trying to have a whole bunch of bitches on the team, even if you having one bitch, you know what I'm saying? You still gotta get out the chair and the whip on that bitch and be willing to break a motherfucking collarbone, motherfucker, mentally. You understand me? I'm not talking about Chris Brown and the bitch, but you gotta be able to torture a bitch mentally, man. You gotta be able to do it, man. You can't be no motherfucking weenie about that shit. And that's high quality game coming from over here, man, to y'all niggas for free, nigga. 2010. You feel me? Cruelty used well. I'm not talking about just being a cruel motherfucker for the sake of being a cruel motherfucker. Cause see, a lot of motherfuckers get carried away and they just love torturing bitches. They just torture a bitch, torture a bitch, torture a bitch, torture a bitch, just torture a bitch until the bitch just run off and is gone. Nigga lose the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a created tension. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, you torture the bitch, but then you gotta hug the bitch too. You know what I mean? You gotta show love behind that. Behind that. You know, when a motherfucker fuck up, it's discipline, and then it's love, man. You know, it's all love though too. You know what I mean? And that build the attachment. I promise you, man, you gotta be able to do it. The Dispiteous Manifesto, nigga.